Yo, what's up? I'm Dwayne Wade, and you're watching NBA 2K TV.
This week on NBA 2K TV, we take you behind the scenes of the 2K20 launch party. Plus, 2K20 Legend Edition cover athlete Dwayne Wade. Then, expert tips on play calling, and we have your best circus shots for top plays. But
I hate to see this, but it looks like Kawhi Leonard is going to miss a whole lot of time with his injury.
Oh, bummer, Hank.
Yeah. We all know what happened with Kawhi in San Antonio, and let's say the weirdness that developed over his leg injury there. So it's going to be interesting to see how Kawhi and his team navigate this new injury and how they work with the organization to address it. I think it's fair to say that all eyes will be on this situation as it develops.
The Streaks is watching.
Yeah. I have no reason to believe they're not on the same page, Mike. But given his history, I think it's fair to speculate. So coming up next, we'll take a look around the association, reviewing some of last night's best games. You're listening to Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex. Back after some music. Talk to you guys in a bit.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony. Chris Webber is here, our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And with us tonight, basketball expert Bill Simmons. Bill, you look great. Thank you for being here.
I'd like to say hi to all the people who traded for Anthony Davis in the GM mode of this game to get him on their team.
Right.
When their real team couldn't pull it off. Congratulations. I can't believe you pulled the trade off.
DA, it's all yours.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. But Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. And the Rockets building their offense around the three ball. What will that approach look like if they ever want to make a championship run? There's got to be more to it than just the three-point shot.
You would think. They've been playing the math, and the math says volume of threes and percentages, and eventually it's going to come in your favor.
You believe that's the way to win?
I think it's the way to succeed during the regular season. We saw with Toronto, especially in the Toronto-Milwaukee series. Toronto was playing those same averages, and then Van Vliet got hot, and a couple of guys started making threes, and all of a sudden they win that series. So that's a case of it did work. But I still think you need to know what you're doing when everything slows down. And we saw the Rockets 2 years in a row, like famously when they missed 27 threes.
Mm-hmm.
Those threes get a lot tougher when it's a game 7, you're tired, the other team's used to you, and the nerves are coming in, and that basket's suddenly looking a little smaller.
Mm-hmm.
What's your plan B?
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Monk and Batum, the wing. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Rozier in at the guard position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Shakur in at the 3. Westbrook against Rozier. Kicks it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Inside. Clock at 6. Chalk up 2 there.
That's the awareness that Kidd-Gilchrist has out there. Excellent at knowing where the open man is.
Here's Shakur, and it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Second chance shot. It's another look. And Capella with a nice bucket inside.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now, here's Batum. 9-point game his last outing. Stolen. There's Shakur. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Rozier kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Rozier against Westbrook, and the basket by Rozier. Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
Still
turning
young enough
25 this year.
Yeah.
I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's how I put it.
Shakur kicks to Harden. Over Monk. And he overshot that one, missing.
Oh, the setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Rozier against Westbrook. The pass to Monk. Over in the corner, Batum. 6 on the shot clock, and the Hornets miss again.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Monk for 3. And Westbrook pulls it down. Houston leading by 6. Dishes it to Shakur. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing. How to finish these alley-oops.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Shorty.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
Now, here's Monk. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bill was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
No, really.
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
No,
idolize?
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports.
Yeah.
So just kind of like, I'll do those two things
Did it in
together.
high school, I'm assuming? Right?
Yeah, started in high school. I had the big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on, and around sophomore year, I felt like it started to get momentum, and that was the first time I thought, I wonder if I can get paid for this.
Right.
Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's Houston now. They're on a 14-6 run. A nice shot by Tucker.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now, here's Monk, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Let's go. Again, the Rockets score.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Here's Monk, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Here's Batum. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
He's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good from Harden. Williams, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Harden hits them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Pass to Williams. Will it go? Westbrook pulls it in. Rockets leading by 14. A basket by Shakur. Shorty's got 8.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
And the Hornets call time here. Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden, it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming
leagues
up.
happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right. No good on the 3. Hornets trail by 16. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Kid Gilchrist is just awesome on the drive, using his wily arms to get shots past any defender that dares to challenge him.
Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes. In basketball, so much more in the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they were tape delaying the finals. And, it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center in Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
My
beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston, and I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me, and it's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Yeah, right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online. And this is what they're doing all day.
Shot clock at 2. Bill, defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the landing space. And all that stuff.
Well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work. Yeah, just you could figure, just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one.
Gathering the ball.
Never said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. Now here is Martin after Clint Capella's miss. And here is Hernan Gomez. His last outing, he had 8 points. And Capella sends it back. And they're able to recover. And it's in there. Rozier's got 6.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
A basket by Shakur.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rozier against Rivers. It's good. He's got 8.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Williams with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Bacon. No good that time. And it's Houston the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that win.
Now here is Martin. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And it's Rozier missing. Rockets leading by 12. It's tipped. Shakur add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Rivers against Rozier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing? Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. That's good from Kid Gilchrist on the assist by Monk. Kid Gilchrist has got his 2nd basket.
Man, I like it. How hard Kid Gilchrist works for these close-range shots. It's just a testament to how much confidence he has in himself.
On the court for the Hornets, they've got Batum. Marvin Williams is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Michael Kid Gilchrist, and it's Monk in at the point guard. Batum with the steal.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, it's good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game is the first and last of their homestand. 5 to shoot. Pass to Monk. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. No good with the triple. Rockets leading by 23. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Shorty in his last game out against the Pelicans lit up the floor. He contributed 51 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. He's guarded closely. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And with the 2K Esports League, Bill, players not only get a salary, they can also sign endorsement deals. They're celebrities now unto themselves.
So what are the endorsement deals that the 2K players sign? Is it like hat? Because you're not really moving. Nobody can people see your clothes? They can, right?
They can
so
see your
sneakers,
clothes. Maybe it's a hat. Maybe it's
drinks,
a shirt. All of it.
Do the announcers get endorsement
Gloves.
deals? Where's our endorsement deal?
Well, if they don't, we could probably make the stab for it right here.
I'm ready.
This is the venue to do it right here.
I'm ready to do whatever.
Let's change the culture.
CTC.
Batum scanning the floor. Monk, the pass to Kid Gilchrist. High, arcing shot. That shot off the mark. Nice defense from Shorty.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss, but we'll see how long they can make this last.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Here's Batum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Unloads from 13. Williams with a clean look. And again, the Hornets missing.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
The feed now to Tucker, and stolen by Williams. Outside, Batum. Rob. Here's Westbrook. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. You've been producing documentaries, going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency of, instead of these big, broad type of documentaries, concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it, and we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time with the thing. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part about that.
Batum finds Biyombo. The pass to Monk. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. They get Russell Westbrook.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard him. Kid just plays with an edge.
And the first one at the line is good. Charlotte making a switch here. Bacon's checked in. Good on both. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Capella kicks to Shakur. Back to Capella, and stolen by Biyombo. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Kid Gilchrist has got 6.
And the confidence from Kid Gilchrist, absolutely no hesitation shooting off the pass.
Out to the wing. Houston moving the ball around. Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court.
Oh, wow. Look out.
It's a beautiful jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
From the wing. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Shorty's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Over to the wing. From the corner. Kept alive. Capella with the bucket. 8 points for him.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
Here's Bacon. 9 points last game out. Six to shoot. Basket counts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
2 minutes.
There's Shakur. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Free throw good, Shakur. Both free throws good from Shorty.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Houston making some changes. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon comes in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Jerebko the pass to Shakur. Yep, it counts. Shorty's got 30 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Rozier against Rivers. Now, here's Rozier. Guarded closely. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
And Rozier is outstanding at drawing fouls on these kinds of shots.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in. And entertaining as always. Bill, thank you so much for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you. Just, I don't want to do any Celtic games. Can we not do that? I
They're
don't want
off
to see
the
that
schedule.
team. Let's do the other teams.
Okay. And GA, what a pleasure talking with Bill about this game. He brings that super fan perspective.
From a young child watching games at the Garden, and you sense he's never lost that wonder and enthusiasm.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You've got to do a better job of just taking care of the basketball. 4 points off of those turnovers.
Houston's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Charlotte's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Rivers against Rozier. Over Rivers. Martin wide open. He fires. And again, the Hornets missing. The Rocket shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. And it's Gordon missing. Charlotte shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. And it's Martin penetrating. It's blocked. They recover it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shakur dishes to Jerebko. And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rozier, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Rozier. Outside for Martin. The tray. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Martin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Shorty in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Shakur in at the 3 slot. A lot of good 6 men out there, Chris. Coming off the bench, who are some of the bigs that make the biggest impact?
Well, don't sleep on Enes Kanter. I mean, he can get your buckets in a hurry, and he attacked.
Russell Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now Rozier. Lets a floater go. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Out of bounds. Charlotte ball.
Monk with the ball. Shot clock at 6. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Batum for 3.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Passes it to Shakur. Back to Harden. And here's Tucker. Capella trying to free himself up. And Houston again with the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. He kicks to Biyombo. Now, here's Monk, guarded by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. That time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. Here's Batum. And again, unable to change momentum here. Rockets have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Harden's shot is good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Rozier looking around. There's the dish to Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Biyombo. The rebound by Shorty.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Outside, Batum poked away. Shoots from 14. Here's Biyombo. Harden against Rozier. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran in. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Clint Capella. And Daniel House subbed in for P.J. Tucker.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Monk's shot's good.
And allowing this to go no further. He stops a 15-0 run by the Rockets.
Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. He's looking for Kid Gilchrist and finds him. It's blocked. Biyombo. It's good from in tight. Biyombo's got his second basket of the game. The Rockets have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Rozier, the pass to Biyombo. Here's Monk. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
And Batum kicks to Rozier. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. No good from outside.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And Westbrook, here we go. Count it, good. Westbrook's got 13.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
No, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Rozier, the pass to Biyombo. Just 5 to shoot. And again, the Hornets missing.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
Here's Shakur. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Shakur!
Westbrook's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. The Hornets shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Count it. Batum's got his first bucket of the night.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
And here are the Hornets now. Rozier, the pass to Batum. That shot off. Nice D from Chandler. Here's Shakur. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Now, here's Monk. He's got 7. Pass to Rozier to the inside. Batum lays it up and banks it in. Batum's got 4 points in the quarter.
The length Batum has allowing him to be effective is hard to match up against in these type of situations.
Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor, and the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Biyombo. Williams comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Martin's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Bacon subbed in for Monk.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Houston's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Westbrook against Rozier. To the paint. Here's Shakur. Here's House. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Marvin Williams. That's his 4th personal foul.
And the Charlotte franchise has been stuck in the middle for so long with Kemba Walker leaving this summer in free agency. Greg, is it time for them to hit the reset button?
A rebuild does seem in order. I'm not sure they have the stomach for it, but they need to tear it down to the studs and start over. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And here is Monk. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the 4th. Washington out there with Hernan Gomez. And there's Monk. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Bacon in at the 2-guard spot. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And that one is good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Charlotte moving it around. Kidd-Gilchrist looking around. Down low, here's Hernan Gomez. And Capella sends it back.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Bacon the pass to Hernan Gomez. Now, here's Monk, guarded by McLemore. Shoots it up. It's Clark with the rebound.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
And it's time for an injury report. We now get a chance to check up on the status of Austin Rivers. David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Rockets' head athletic trainer. He informed me that it looks like a strained calf muscle, but he didn't have any further details. There's no shot of him coming back in this one, and in fact, he might be sidelined for a longer time period. And that is not what his team wanted to hear, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, He's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
Wow, fellas, really tough news. And it's going to have a big effect on the rest of the guys. Always so hard to have a teammate go down like that.
To the middle, here's Washington. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and crisp music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they've taken fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game. And they're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah. I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And it's Shorty with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Hornets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Monk for 3.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Another miss by Houston. The Hornets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Kicks to Graham. Chandler with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And stolen by Graham. And now Martin pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Cody pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more towards threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching the team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Malik Monk. Here's Graham, guarded by Harden. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And the voting for the dunk contest is just about over, so let's bring up the leading contenders for you. Boy, with the players on this list, you know this year's contest is going to be a fun one.
It is. And with their places in the contest almost wrapped up, I'm sure these guys are working on their moves already.
And you look at Shorty. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And we're getting closer and closer to having our contestants determined. So be sure to stay tuned as we'll be bringing you updates very, very soon.
And partner, if we had the contest today, I'd be happy with the group we have right now.
Martin against Harden. Martin finds Batum. To the inside. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Outside, Martin. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons.
And you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And the pass to Washington. This one for 3. And it's Graham missing. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Disregarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like Many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can go to Marshallonis, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be just thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Passes it to Washington. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, they keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game. Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense. Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
Clock at 4. Graham with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Low block shot on the way, and it's Graham missing.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. For the Rockets, Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Clark. And it's Gerald Green in for James Harden. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Biyombo's checked in. And that one falls for Graham.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well, and that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem. Yeah, and the Hornets, they had a very strong bench, not only with their scoring, but how they impact rebounding and passing. I mean, one of the better benches in this league.
Pass to Biyombo. Outside, Martin. Misses the three.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The Rockets again can't hit. And the Hornets have had a strong bench for a while now.
Yeah, depth isn't a problem for this team, Kevin. Having a formidable starting five, though, has been. They need to consider trading some depth for an upgrade at the starting position.
Shooting for Charlotte, Thomas Welsh, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first esport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. You throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun.
Dang, that's his fourth foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Rockets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. To the left side wing, Jerebko for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Poked loose. It's stolen. And he's got a 5-by-5. The shot by Shakur, no good. Charlotte shooting here in the fourth quarter, around 41%. Green against Martin. Pass to Rozier. Charlotte moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 7 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Green. From past the arc. The shot that time, not on target. And the Hornets now going the other way. Rozier the pass to Martin. He kicks to Graham. Shot from free throw range. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got 4 points this quarter. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Green, and he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic LU jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And there's the pass to Graham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Here's Shakur. Green breaking loose. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, it's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. They've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. They're putting it all on the line with this team.
The first one falls. And the Rockets desperate for a return to the NBA Finals.
The team has had their chances. They just need to make the most of them. Front office, they're doing what they can help to make the most of Harden's prime. You have to admire their willingness to go for it now.
Both free throws good from Shorty. The Hornets shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Graham, the pass to Martin. Shot from 12. It's rebounded by Shorty. Shorty's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
You know
yes.
what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
1:06 left in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Houston.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shorty.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
I mean, that's just tremendous, stupendous work from Rozier. I mean, he's just so good at zipping the ball over to his teammates.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shakur kicks to Jerebko. To the wing right side. Here is Shakur. Covered by Martin. Clock at 6. Green bounce pass. Here's Shakur. Connects again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. So we see Houston taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. So long.
Running down the street so I don't get bad. Trying not to stress so I won't just crack. But it's hard to relax. You know you're not in control.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Standing by on headset near the locker rooms, right down the hall, around the corner, we get a chance to catch up with our post-game guest.
Hey, this is Kenny, man. First, I want to say congrats. Triple-double. Incredible night. But I'm curious, were you aiming for that? It was something you were aware of?
Kenny, man, you might think I'm faking, but I didn't even realize it, man. I was so focused in on this game. Nah, I think we all were. We wanted to come out here with a victory. We had a great practice leading up to this, man, so we didn't want to let it slip through our fingers. The triple-double, well, you know, that's just sweet icing on the cake.
Well, if you weren't aware, you actually didn't get it. Nah, I'm only joking. Congrats, man.
Thanks.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always our pleasure, although sometimes it's yours as well. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille, Ernie Johnson, have a great night.
Great job on D tonight, especially protecting the rim. I've been told that you set a new career high for blocks.
Yeah, our PR person just told me that too. Kelly, shouts out to you, love.
Well, that got me thinking, how much does setting new career highs mean to you at this stage in your career?
You know, guys, it's funny. I was just talking about this to a friend of mine. You know, on one hand, You want to keep improving. But on the other hand, I'm still pretty new at this, so hopefully I'm getting career highs like this all the time. But with that being said, I'm trying to fit in and help this team win. So individual stats, it's secondary to what I'm trying to do here.
Good stuff. Thanks, Che.
Oh, no problem, guys.
Thanks, Che.
Hey, Kelly, do we have any more interviews?
Nice theory. Great game tonight, Che, especially on defense. Can you talk a little bit about that side of the ball?
Sure. I mean, I take a lot of pride in my defense. That's just who I am. I enjoy going out there and taking away what the other team is trying to do.
And how were you able to do that tonight?
I can't give away the recipe to the secret sauce, can I? How do you think McDonald's got so big?
Aggressive expansion.
No, it's the sauce, all right? The sauce, trust me. And I got the sauce.
Che, you had a lot of blocks out there tonight. I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit about what you've done to work on that part of your game.
You know, Patty, this might trip you out a little bit. It's kind of funny, I've been playing a lot of 2K, and I really think it's helping out with my timing.
The video game?
Yeah. Like I'm telling you, they do a really good job with that. You gotta take it just right, or you're cooked. Pump fake, catch you slipping, cooked. Wait just a little slip, second too long, cooked. It's pretty realistic,
Have you talked to your coaches about this theory? Maybe they want to incorporate 2K into your next practices.
Oh, Patty, you know what? I don't think they'll go for that, but I don't know. You might be onto something there. I'll give it a shot, and I'll let you know if it works.